folks, I've been asked to do a reaction. This is a reaction, like not a music reaction one. This is, I think this is an aerial view of Argentina, or obviously not the whole of Argentina, but certain parts of Argentina, I'm guessing. The video's Argentina Desde el Aire. So I imagine it's Argentina by air or Argentina from the air. It was suggested to me by a guy called Ezequiel Ejake. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Ehake maybe. J's and H's, aren't they? So Ezequiel Ehake. I don't know. Let's just play the video. Let's play the video. Stop trying to pronounce people's names because I'm not good at that. Right, so let's just find the video file. Let's have a look at. So I've done history of Argentina. I've done geography. Let's see what this is. This must be the glaciers down south. Provincia del Santa Cruz. I can remember when I did the geography, there was like glaciers down the south. I think there was up to the north, there was the rainforests. Somewhere in the middle, you had the plain, the pampas, and the desert regions. Cerro Aconcagua. Is that a mountain? Aconcagua. I think that was the largest mountain, isn't it? Aconcagua. Cagua. Metros. Ubicado totalmente in the Provincia de Mendoza. In the province of Mendoza. Alto del Planeta Fuera del Himalaya. Something to do with the Himalayas. It's not the second largest mountain outside the Himalayas, is it? Or maybe something like that. So this is the planet, something to do with the Himalayas. So I'm guessing it's the highest mountain outside of the Himalayas, maybe something like that. Aconcagua, 6,962 meters. I'm guessing it is. Into some slightly more arid areas now. Oh, actually, that was a little bit arid. Now we've got kind of like a beautiful, lush kind of lake area. You've got the lush forest there. Villa la Angostura Nuquen. You made a lot of train tracks in Argentina. I remember that in the history thing, they built so many thousands of miles of train tracks there over a certain point. Tierra del Fuego, that's the point down south, which is actually cold, isn't it? It looks like it should be hot because the fuego is fire, but it's when the Spanish turned up, they saw the indigenous people had fires lit on the beach, and that's why they call it Tierra del Fuego. I think that's down south. That's not the one that's shared with Chile, is it? No, I can't remember. I don't think so. Southernmost place, Ushuaia. It's the most southern part of Argentina, isn't it? Is it the southernmost city in the world, apart from one that was built after it? Like I think Chile made one even slightly more southerly, just so they could say, haha, we've got the most southerly city in the world. cable cars. I wouldn't go in a cable car. I'm scared of heights. Like I'm not too bad sitting here looking at these flyovers of the mountains. I can handle that. But if it was like a top of a building or something, oh, it does me in. But yeah, it's nice, sort of lush, kind of green, and then you get the nice white snow-capped mountains. Yeah, it's definitely a place of different, great differences. We don't have. I don't think, well, we know our highest mountains. We got Snowdon is our highest. I'm not even sure if that's snow-capped. But it's called Snowdon, so I'm guessing it must have snow at its peak. I would guess. Pretty sure most of our mountains you can walk up in a day, and it's like I think there are some dangerous parts you can climb, but I think most of them, you got walk up. You got Snowdon is the largest one in Wales. It's in Wales, isn't it? Snowdon is the largest one in the UK. It's in Wales. Then you got Ben Nevis in Scotland, and Scaffold Pike, I think it's called. Scaffold Pike is the highest one in England. I'm not even sure where that is. Somewhere in England, maybe the Peak District. So looking at the sort of landscape as well, I'm thinking to myself, you wouldn't think it was England because the trees, different shaped trees, but these bits here, you could sort of look at these and you think, oh, this might be England because the green pastures kind of thing. We have certain parts of the country that have this nice green pastures, grazing the sheep and so forth. So you could possibly think this might be somewhere in the UK, but most of the other places we wouldn't say look at them and go, no, that's definitely not the UK. A place called Le Cambrai. It sounded a little bit like Cumbria. We've got a county up north called Cumbria. I wonder if Cambrai comes from Cumbria or is any kind of root word the same. Cordoba, where Rodrigo Moreno is from. Cordoba. That's right. Where what are they famous for? They like their drink, that special drink that they have, and they talk about beautiful women from Cordoba. I can't remember now. Some people told me some of the things that Cordobans are famous for, but I've forgotten now. Beautiful blue sky, lovely landscape there. You got the horizon, you got the mountains on the horizon, you got the little puffy clouds up in the sky, and it looks nice. The Andes, of course. In the UK, the Andes is where do you find the Andes? On the end of your armies, because Andes, it's just a silly joke it's like a dad joke. Parque Triassico is, I can't read that last one. Is that like Triassic? Triassic, as in the ancient period of history, the ancient epoch, the Triassic, where the dinosaurs. Is that what it's? Is that what it's? It's just like Jurassic Park. But this is Triassic Park. I wonder if that's maybe that's. I know. Well, I'm guessing there's places there where they paleontologists go hunting for dinosaurs. I believe I remember seeing once that the largest dinosaur was actually called the Argentinosaurus. One of the largest dinosaurs ever discovered was the Argentinosaurus. I wonder if that was discovered in Park Triassico. Isquigualasto. That's a hard one. Let's just carry on. It's dry and arid, and you wouldn't probably want to have to walk across it, but it is beautiful to look at. Though it's kind of plain because there's not much colour, not much green, not much vibrant colours, just like the browns and the yellows of the sand. It still looks kind of very, I don't want to say captivating, but sort of, I don't know, it's powerful maybe. Just it just looks. Just as you look at the aura of nature, this was probably carved out by an ancient river or something like that over centuries, that kind of thing. last picture was good, wasn't it? It was interesting. It was like where the water would come down and made a pool there at the base of the mountain. It looked like water. It looked like water anyway. This place, Cerro Fitzroy. Fitzroy is a very kind of British name, isn't it? Is it not a Scottish name, Fitzroy? Some of these snowy mountains remind me of the landscape from the game Skyrim. The water's so blue. Just looking at that one as a national park, it looked like a little while back. I can't remember what it was called now. But what kind of wildlife do they have there in Argentina? Capybara? Do you have capybara there? They've got rainforest there. You've got jaguars in Argentina? I know rainforest. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, what kind of snakes have you got there? You got lots of like you got anacondas or anything like that, or I can't. Yeah, I wonder what the wildlife is like. What kind of animals you have there that we don't have here? I don't know. That might be something to look up for another time, actually. Seems like it's showing Ushuaia quite a lot. I'm not sure I pronounced it right, but that southernmost city, they've shown that more than they've shown Buenos Aires, which is the capital. Maybe because it's so southerly that it's got like more interesting landscape to look at. Like you got the glaciers there, and you got mountains in the background. You got snow on the ground. That's got to be the tourist part, surely, where people go to visit for the beautiful. Look at the size of that beach, and there's hardly anyone on it. Wow. What river? What sea would that be? Atlantic Ocean? Is that the Atlantic Ocean? Pacific Ocean? I think it's the. I guess the Atlantic, but I'm trying to think. It's not the. No, it wouldn't be the Antarctic, would it? Not there anyway. Not there. Maybe Antarctic is lower down. Does it? Pasos del Valle, Cordoba. Yeah, because horses. Is that where the is it Panchos? No, what are they called? The cowboy like people in Argentina. Oh, I'm sure I can't remember the names. What they're called now? Not Panchos, is it? I can't remember. But yeah, wild horses. You got wild horses. Like global warming. I hope not. Los pasajes del mundo en un solo país. Solo means only, doesn't it? Solo mean only? So do the only place? Mundo, is that Earth? What, the world? Something, I'm not too sure what was being said there in that. I'm not too sure what was being said there, but yeah, that was interesting. That was cool to check out. Thanks for suggesting that one to me. Yeah, there was lots of nice scenery, lots of beautiful places, like a great variety of different places as well. You had this beautiful blue water. You had the impressive mountains, the awe-inspiring mountains, and the snow and the glaciers, and yeah, it was good to check that out. So there was a couple of nice green kind of areas which I could have looked at and thought, oh, that looks just like England. So on some of the greener parts, like there was, yeah, it just could have been like somewhere in England or Wales almost. But yeah, that was cool to check out. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it here because my internet seems to be going very low, so hopefully this is working okay. Hopefully it's not chopping up and not working. But anyway, thank you to the person who suggested that to me, Ezekiel Ahake. Thanks for suggesting that one to me. He's actually suggested another one which I'll look at later in the week probably. Anyway, cheers for watching, everybody. If you want to make any suggestions, feel free to leave suggestions down below. Give me any comments, anything I said that was incorrect, anything you'd like to clear up for me, any information you'd like to give me. I try and reply to all comments that I get. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to check out more from me, and check out my other pages. I've got stuff you can check out down below. If you like heavy metal, I do a heavy metal podcast. If you like rock and roll, I do a rock and roll podcast. The links are all down there in the description box. Anyway, till next time, gracias por mirar, vuelve mañana para otro video.